Top 15 things you probably didn't know in Pokemon. You might want to stick to the end because the last one is a move that has a base power over 5,000. And no, this isn't clickbait. To start off, did you know that Eternatus lost its signature move? And no, I'm not talking about Dynamax Cannon. I'm talking about its other move, Eterna Beam. And for the reason, well, I don't know. But if I had to guess, probably because no one ever uses this move. I mean, be honest, have you ever seen anyone use this move? Exactly. But hey, perhaps it's because of something else. Its major letdown is its recharge. Moves that have recharge are really bad since anything can happen in a turn. If only you could use a move that requires recharge to not recharge. Did you know that there actually is a way to use any move that requires to recharge to not recharge? Let's take Roar of Time for an example. A move by Dialga. Now, in order to successfully avoid a recharge, we must hold the item eject button. The eject button is an item that makes you instantly switch out to another Pokemon if you take damage from an attack. So now, to properly use this well, make sure you have a somewhat decent speed. You also must know two things. First, if the opponent's Pokemon is slower than you. In this case, let's say yes. And second, if they're going to attack you as well. If both of these are right, then if you use Roar of Time and then get hit, you immediately switch out, skipping the recharge. Now, be careful because if you are slower, then you'll just switch out. Or if they don't attack, well, you're going to have to wait a turn. Did you know that you can outspeed Trick Room? When Trick Room is up, slow Pokemons move first. The slower you are, the faster you become. However, if a Pokemon's speed stats reaches 1,809 or higher, it can actually move first even under Trick Room. This is because of a rare speed calculation overflow. Now, there is a bit of math involved to explain this, but I'm not going to waste your time because even I'm confused. So just think of it as this. You're so fast that even Trick Room can't stop you. Getting a speed stat of 1,809 or higher will most of the times never happen, but the more you know. Did you know Max Guard can protect you from Z-moves? Now, Z-moves and Dynamax weren't ever in the same generation together, but they are in Pokemon Showdown's National Dex AG format, so I thought that could perhaps be helpful to you one day. Speaking of max moves, did you know Dynamax moves can miss? For those who don't know, Dynamax moves are stated as moves that cannot miss, even if you have -6 accuracy and the opponent has max evasion stats. But well, as I said, they could miss. And this is by moves like Dig, Fly, Shadow Force, and many more. Did you know that the move Struggle is actually typeless? Though sometimes it is categorized as a normal type, it really isn't. It deals neutral damage, meaning no resistance and immunities. Did you know Palmod and Rapska can have the move Revival Blessing have up to 18 PP? If they're lucky. Revival Blessing only has 1 PP, but with the Lepa Berry it makes it 2, but we still have 16 PP left to go. Well, this is where the move Rest and Sleep Talk come along. If you use Rest 8 times and Sleep Talk 16 times, you can technically use Revival Blessing up to 16 more times by using Sleep Talk, making it 18. But just like I said, you do have to get lucky, and in this case, let's say we have just 3 moves. Revival Blessing, Rest, Sleep Talk, meaning you have a 50% chance of pulling the move Revival Blessing each turn. Did you know back in Generation 3, 4, and 5, Drizzle, Drought, Sandstream, and Snow Warning used to have infinite turns, meaning that they will last forever until the game ended, and the only way to get rid of it was with another weather or an ability that temporarily stopped it. Speaking of the weather, did you know the move Thunder can actually miss in rain? For those who may not know, according to the move Thunder, it does 110 damage and has an accuracy of 70. But if the rain is up, then it cannot miss. But well, as I stated, there is a way to make it miss, and yet again, it's Dig. But there is something else, and that's with the Utility Umbrella. This item ignores the effects of rain and sun. So an example is moves are supposed to get boosted by weather will just do normal damage if you hold this item. Since it ignores the effects of rain and sun, instead of Thunder accuracy not being able to miss while rain is up, it goes back to 70. Did you know that if you're ever frozen solid, you can easily thaw out instantly if the opponent hits you with any fire type move? Now, there are many independent ways to thaw yourself out, like certain fire type moves. But any other fire type move you use, like Flamethrower, won't thaw you out. But they will if you're not using it, because if the opponent does hit you with any fire type move, then you'll instantly thaw out, even though they don't specifically thaw you out. Did you know if a Pokemon uses is minimized, moves like Heat Crash, Heavy Slam, and others can't miss. Not only that, they also double their base power. Did you know there's a rainbow effect in Pokemon? If a Pokemon uses Fire Pledge and the other uses Water Pledge, it'll create a rainbow effect on the field, which boosts the chance of secondary effects like Flinch, Burn, and many more for 4 turns. Did you know there's a way to temporarily disable Arceus plates? And it's by using moves like Magic Room and Embargo. With either of these moves, Arceus stays whichever type its plate normally is, but instead of its move Judgment dealing damage based on its plate, it will just deal normal type damage. Did you know the lowest base power move isn't what most people think? It's not Constrict, it's actually Return and Frustration with a base power of 1, if your Pokemon hate you or love you. Did you know theoretically the strongest base power move is not Explosion? In fact, Explosion is only the 4th strongest base power move, followed by Power Trip and Stored Power with max stats, then Ice Ball and Rollout, and number 1 is Last Respect with a base power of 5050. Last Respect starts at a base power of 50. Every time one of your Pokemon faints, the move base power increases by 50. Now, most people think 300 is the max because normally you only have 6 Pokemons, but the game doesn't just count how many Pokemons are in your team. It counts how many fainted during the entire battle. But there is a cap though. Once 100 Pokemons have fainted, the move stops increasing and reaches the base power of 5050.